One of the things I look at is inflection classes, which is one of the most unfortunate things to describe to people who don't know anything about linguistics. Inflection classes are multiple patterns to do exactly the same thing. So in English, verbs, we can make a past tense by saying walk, walked, or we can do it by changing the stem, sing, sang, sung. Or in nouns, we can make things singular and plural like mouse, mice, or rat, rats, right? So those are multiple patterns to do exactly the same thing. In English, both for our verbs and our nouns, we basically have one normal pattern and a bunch of kind of weird ones. But in a lot of languages, there's multiple patterns and they're all completely normal. So for example, in Russian, you change nouns not just to reflect if they're singular or plural, but also to reflect what they're doing in a sentence. Call this case, and there's 6 cases in Russian and 2 numbers, so you have 12 possible forms of a noun, which seems like a lot to us as English speakers. Not only are there 12 possible forms, but there's a bunch of different patterns, ranging anywhere from 4 is the like super basic description, but if you include all of the details, you get somewhere more like 80 some odd patterns. So there's a lot of different ways to do nouns in Russian, and that's not even an extreme example. So there's a language Seri, which is a language isolate in Mexico, and for their verbs, they have 252 different patterns for changing verbs. Exactly, right? So that's one of the interesting things is how could you possibly track all of those different patterns and know that if you hear a verb in one form, you have to figure out what pattern it is to use it in any other forms. And the more forms you have, the less likely you are to have heard all of them. Right? So it makes it kind of crazy.
Wow.